deck. So 2 8s, it may be that you feel like you've been working on something for a long time. Certainly, eights really for me vibrate at the sense of this feels like an eternity kind of energy. But we'll get to that in a second. So we have the 8 of Swords, what you're meant to not do or stop doing. We have the 4 of Pentacles, what you're meant to do or start doing. And then we have the Wheel in reverse in terms of what you can look forward to or expect regardless. So this idea of successful funding, as I mentioned, have faith, because with the 8 of Swords, there is this idea that you may, especially around your work and sense of purpose in the world, you may feel like you don't know where you're going. It may be, as I mentioned, that you feel like you've been doing something for an eternity and it's just never coming to fruition. But this is a very potent time for the possibility of you feeling a resurgence, a certain level of energy coming in, and it could even be manifest financially, or support, partnerships, this kind of thing. But what you're meant to not do here is allow the fear and worry, allow feelings of entrapment to be your reality. Remember, this is Swords energy. It's about our thoughts and our ideas. And, she's not actually trapped, and neither are you, Sag. It's just this idea like, I can't get out of this situation. I've been working on it and working on it and working on it. Very Sag energy, very fiery energy. But remember, it's not all on you. You're always supported by your guides and angels and by others, but it's just whether or not we think we're supported. But I love this card because it does show that there is a really rather simple way to get out of feeling trapped. And it's not about the big moments of, okay, so I'm just going to, once I get this one thing, then I'm going to be free, right? So, but moment by moment, as often as you can, Sagittarius, where can I feel more free in this moment? How can I allow my thoughts to roam free? Again, we have this sense of expansion with the Sagittarian soul of wanting to travel and be global and see everything, and so, you can ask yourself moment by moment, as often as you can, or even, how is this the perfect moment for me to recognize where I have thoughts of being trapped? Here I am feeling this way, or I'm in a situation possibly that I've manifested where I feel trapped. So how is this the perfect moment for me to begin to recognize where I give over my sense of empowerment to either my circumstances or the people around me, when I know that I am free to walk out the door right now, and that you would be supported, in many ways here. Something to think about here. Everyone's going to come to their own. Everyone has their own path to this, but this is what you're meant to not do or stop doing. So if you recognize this energy within self here, or this pattern, do what feels right for you to begin to end that and step out from behind the blindfold and see truly what's available to you. Now, in terms of what you're meant to do or start doing, we have the 4 of Pentacles. It's an interesting energy. It does show that you're not meant to spend wildly and freely right now. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't do anything crazy. Work on this in the quiet moments. Hang on to what you've been doing. You're wanting that stability. Again, you've been working with these 2 8s, it feels for me like for a while. Again, what may feel like an eternity. It is progressing. You are working towards something, but during this particular time frame, towards the end of the year, you're meant to do what you've been doing. Be conservative, really, is the message here. Things are coming in. The energetic support is coming. The financial support is coming here. So be conservative, especially with your financial resources or with the physical resources of your being, your energetic being. Or let's say, let me put it this way, in terms of your physical being. Work on strengthening self during this time frame too. Work on your physical health. Work on strengthening your muscles, nourishing your body with the right foods and drinks. I know it can be hard during the holidays, but this is what the 4 of Pentacles is really suggesting here. And if you have had some health issues and have been working on this already, it looks like you may, in terms of successful funding, you may get the green light from your insurance company to get additional help, or you may suddenly find the right healthcare provider or this kind of thing. Exercise partner. All of that can come into play in this way. All right, so, and if you are thinking of leaving a job, I don't know if I would do that during this time frame. Trust your own self, of course. But with the Four of Pentacles energy, it really is very conservative. I mean, he's not doing anything out of the ordinary here. He's not going to, you know, he's being very conservative with what he has here. All right, and so what you can look forward to regardless is the wheel. So the wheel does indicate in reverse that anything that you're wanting, you're going to have to do it yourself, basically. It's not about sitting back and waiting for the universe to come in and change things for you. Anything that you're wanting to achieve during this particular time frame, it is going to take more effort on your part. Again, you're not meant to do anything crazy, so it shouldn't be too much of a drain on your energy. It's just meant, for me as I feel it, it's more about doing the work on self, you know, because this is obviously something that's been bothering you, and you're meant to stop it or not do it anymore. And with the wheel, it's like you got to focus on that here. You know, the universal energies are supporting you already, but you have to do your work. It's kind of how it's feeling to me. Like, not that you haven't been, but it's just during this time frame, do so even more consciously. And if there's been a part of your mind that's been kind of feeling like you're trapped and you're hoping that the universe will come in and do it for you, well, the universe is coming and is helping. If you want to look at it like that, but you also have to do your work. You know, as I mentioned, you're co-creating here. We're always co-creating. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse under the deck. So be aware too, where you may be a little, or even a lot, not doing your work. If you're working in a group, make sure that your project or your element of the project, or you're not letting your teammates or collaborators do all the work. You're doing your part, is how it feels to me. Again, you're meant to be very conservative here, and so just be aware also of where your resources are going. Pay attention to the small moments right now. This is what this is about. Like, you're not doing anything crazy. For me, for you, Sag, it's really about those moment by moment. How can I begin to pay attention to the details more diligently? You know, with this card in reverse, it's like diligence has gone out the window, and it's kind of like all you can think about is what you can't see. I can't see where I'm going. I feel trapped, and sometimes it can be overwhelming. But you're meant to hold steady here. Strengthen your physical body. Hang on to what you have and make plans. Things are coming in to be filled, you know. It will be a relief. There's this sense of relief here. But remember that the relief comes with you also being able to see it, see what's available to you. Be conscious of where your thoughts are taking you, and be conscious of what you're doing. You know, we have, you know, the Pentacles energy quite a bit here. It's not just about your thoughts in terms of this, but also where you want to go. Plan for it in a more conservative way and diligent way. You don't want to just be sloppy. Don't be sloppy. The degree to which you are successfully funded is dependent upon your own thoughts and where you are able to recognize it and where you aren't. And you can't do it wrong, as you know, Sag. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, part of the text on this card is, you know, do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality, your idea or whatever. And this is kind of this, you know, like all that kind of, I don't have what it takes. I don't know where I'm going. Just be conservative right now. The money's coming. You're going to have to do some work, but it is coming here. Don't just sit back and be like, okay, cool, I got the money. You know, you're meant to do the work. You're meant to make sure that, okay, if the money comes in successfully too, say it's money, make sure that everything's to your liking. You know, you're meant to do the work too. You're meant to co-create here. So make sure that you're being diligent. You're paying attention to, you know, what are the terms of the agreement. You know, very rarely do we ever get anything for free, right? So you think, all right, so they're willing to partner with me or provide something for me, but what truly is at stake here? What are they willing? You know, what am I going to have to give? Because you're meant to be very conservative here.